Good evening, it's time for Glambition with me, Joanne Strauss, and your weekly dose of celebrating African beauty. However, this week the show's got a bit of a twist, as ladies, this one is especially for you. Tonight we're discussing metrosexual men, or actually well-groomed men, because metrosexual men is a topic we sort of like trying to analyze with Clint Brink, of course, top actor and musician, and Tatsin Konza, one of South Africa's top comedians. What do you think of metrosexual men? Would you define yourselves as metrosexual men?
No.
No?
Wow, that was quick.
That's my answer.
Your initial answer.
Yes, a metrosexual male, it just sounds less male.
Really?
Yes.
But
although I know there's nothing wrong with it, it's just I'm still getting used to the term.
So do you think once a man starts using more than just soap and water and actually starts looking into his wife or his girlfriend's vanity case, he's stepping over the boundary?
You know what, I think it's also like a work requirement, you know, before the whole metrosexual thing came around, I mean, being on sets all the time and having to wear makeup, yes, it's part of my job.
You do wear makeup on set?
Yes, every day.
Clint does.
I do, yes. I'm not ashamed to say it, I do. I think also like with the pop culture that we're in right now, with the music industry and everything, it goes hand in hand, you know. If you listen to hip-hop, people dress hip-hop, you know.
Even in your new music video, I see that you're actually sponsored by a fragrance house. So it is interesting also to see how music and fashion and also beauty products essentially for men come into play.
Yes. Well, I haven't done any music videos that, you know, I haven't been sponsored by, like, people who do foundations and, you know, and, like, basins. Not yet. You know, I haven't gotten there yet. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Cleo has done that before, you know, because I know
we're getting Cleo in later on, so...
Oh, okay.
But the cool thing about, you know what the cool thing about Clint is? Clint is it Muay Thai, bro?
Yeah, I do.
Muay Thai fighting.
Yes.
Which is like...
So you can have a face mask if you can Muay Thai.
Yeah. Clint can do anything. Clint can wear dresses, but he still does Muay Thai. So you can't touch him. Once a guy does a guy thing, then he can use as much Oxytocin as he can, as much Vaseline, but you know, if we say anything, the dude does Muay Thai.
He does Muay Thai.
Maybe that was part of the plan.
Yeah, part of the plan.
Exactly.
What makes a woman sexy?
What makes a woman sexy?
What makes a woman sexy, Clint?
I love confidence in a woman. If she's driven, if she's goal-orientated, I like, you know, because I'm a physical guy, I appreciate women who are physical as well. You know, have a sense of humor, be easy, be dedicated, but also be open. I think maybe I set the bar pretty high, but if you want to be in a good relationship and you want to be with someone, you know, try and get to as close as possible to what you want and what you like.
Do looks matter, bro?
Do looks matter?
Because you just described everything but what you see.
He's giving
physically.
the PC answer.
Okay, if you want to put it that way, to a large extent, I can be very fickle. Yes. Obviously, you know, when I'm standing across the room from you, I don't see your personality or, you know, your intellect. I see what you look like, and if you look good, that's, you know, that's you kind of like opening the door for conversation, so.
For you? What makes a woman sexy? And I know that you have a wife. You can look at the menu as long as you eat at home.
What makes a woman sexy? My wife's boobies, my wife's booty, and my wife's waist.
So the perfect proportions.
Yeah, my wife's onion, like kind of, like just.
You want to unpeel the onion?
Yes, and then just see the confidence and the what was it?
The confidence, yes. Stellar confidence.
The stellar confidence and just, you know, see it in its glory.
Wow.
Okay, well, at least we know what makes you guys feel that another person or another woman is sexy. We actually spoke to a couple of celebrities to find out for them what makes the other sex sexy.
A guy or girl who's sexy for me is definitely confident. The way you carry yourself is also important. And smelling good never hurt.
My definition of sexy is comfortable.
In their own skin. For me, sexy starts here and here.
Sexy is confidence. I think a confident man is always a very sexy man.
I think sexy is the way you carry yourself. You can be sexy in a suit, you can be sexy in your all-stars, whatever it is, you know what I mean?
I think sexy is someone who's very comfortable inside their skin and somebody who's not afraid to try things.
Sexy's got to do with confidence. I believe that you can be wearing a brown paper bag, but if you've got the sass and the confidence to pull it off, you're sexy.
It seems that everybody agrees on confidence being the #1 factor when attracting the opposite sex. If you had $500 to spend on a beauty product, what would you spend it on?
I'm gonna go first.
Go for it, bro.
Thank you. It would definitely be perfume. That's exactly what I'll get.
Tats is thinking how many tubes of toothpaste you can get out of it.
Literally.
You're thinking practical.
Toothpaste, face wash, movie, not on Tuesday.
Not on Tuesday. Going back. A bit of a splurge.
It's might as well splurge. It's 500. Bare essentials. I think I don't know. I still have to experience the glamour side of keeping looking good. So I'm not quite sure what's
Of being
what.
a metrosexual.
Of being a metrosexual.
Male.
If there's metrosexual college, I'm that guy at the school and then the clients are walking around. Like,
with their metrosexual badges of honor.
And I just have my vaslap. Hidden, guys. So I'm still new at it, but I think if give me time and I'll be talking like this man.
Well, on that note, we're going to go to a commercial break, and right after that, DJ Cleo is going to come tell us his views on being a metrosexual man, and he's going to come and sort you guys out.
DJ Cleo will sort all of this out.
Exactly.
Welcome back to the studio where the testosterone levels are just growing. DJ Cleo joins us now, and I want to find out from you, what is a metrosexual man?
What is that? You know, some of us come from that Bantu education structure, you see. So, no, I don't know, sorry. Clint, help me.
But you look after yourself. So you're a well-groomed man, so that makes you a metrosexual man.
So a man who washes is a metrosexual man. Yeah?
Essentially, look, Cleo.
So I was a metrosexual child because mommy washed me every day.
That's it.
Yeah?
But do
Then
you
I
think...
grew some fluff and then I cut it off and I became a metrosexual teenager. Is that what you say?
That's what I'm saying, because these days, girls are appreciating it when guys actually look after themselves. Do you have a whole skincare regime? Do you think about what you wear to an award ceremony?
Yes, I think about what I wear. I sometimes feel like I'm a woman because I can spend hours trying to coordinate the outfit. But in terms of skincare range, I'm not particular really. In fact, what motivated me to grow my beard is that when I started shaving a lot, I developed, I think it's called acne, you know, those dark spots. And I went to see a skin physician and they said to me, no, we'll do an operation on you. And then he gave me like a range of lotions that I have to use. Like in the morning and at night, I have to spend 30 minutes just on my face. You put this on, then wash it off after 5 minutes, then put this one on, combine with that one, then wash it off after 10 minutes, and then put this one on, but that's the day cream. Don't go into the sun, blah, blah, blah. At night, there's a different timetable to follow. And I thought, nah, me, I just want done.
That's it. Finish.
Done.
Finish.
Put on face, go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is that your skincare regime?
Well, anything that just goes on the face except Vaseline, petroleum jelly, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what makes men attractive to women? Age-old question. And the thing is, these guys were saying that DJ Cleo pulls chicks. He knows everything. Women want to... They were saying that.
Yes,
they said that you're the metrosexual gladiator, Cleo.
Guys.
Go with it.
It's okay.
So what makes men attractive?
I think what makes a guy attractive to a woman is just the attraction. If the attraction is there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. I'm sure I speak for all my peers here when I say that at one point or another, you have tried your luck on this one girl who's got her mind and heart set on another fella. And there's nothing you could have done to woo her towards you, nothing, because she's attracted to that one fella. Doesn't matter how much better you are than that fella on any level, you know. So if there's no attraction, there's no attraction. That's that.
Finding a woman and the attraction, it's on all different levels. So it's sight, you see each other, you smell each other, you touch each other. There's the sound, the music as well. All these different elements come into play. I know where you're going, Tats, stop it. But which of the elements are the most important when it comes to attracting the opposite sex?
Look, they're not always conveniently, perfectly placed. So it depends from situation to situation. You know, I always say, you don't choose who to love. Your heart chooses for you. You could have your eyes set on someone else and you end up with someone else because your heart was just there. What's that term they use in this movie, Twilight? When the wolf,
Metrosexual, definitely.
Yeah, this guy knows it.
No. I was dragged to the movies. Let me just clear that out.
Metrosexual. Twilight. Twilight.
You watched Twilight. Are you quoting Twilight on Glambition?
And he wants a line from us. I'll tell you that.
Let
me tell you that I will bite you now. That's the line that I think is in Twilight. Never mind if it's there or not. This man.
Cleo, would you ever model? I mean, have you found yourself now in the position where you have to model for photo shoots, and does that make you feel masculine?
I always feel out of place because when you look at a model section or whatever section, there's usually like 3 or 4 pictures. But when you're at the photo shoot, this guy is taking like 200 pictures, and he keeps saying, "Give me attitude, give me attitude. A little bit to the left. Give me attitude. Lift up your right arm. Do this, do that, flex, blah." And I'm thinking, dude, for models, this comes naturally. I'm a musician and I'm here. Take 1 picture, let's finish, you know? Or 2, 1 for safety. So I'm always out of place when I do these shoots. So I don't do much. I guess I'm lucky enough to be able to do what I love to a point that I can be selective as to what I want to do and what I don't want to do.
Cleo, we actually had a chance to travel to Paris to interview one of South Africa's top male models and find out if he thinks that he's a metrosexual man. How does a rugby player end up as a model in Paris?
There's a funny story. A mate of mine, Richard, and myself, we were in Woolworths in Hart Bay, and we were messing around like boys do, you know. A man approached me by the name of Archer, and he gave me his card, and he was like, "Why don't you try modeling? You've got a great look." Got injured playing rugby, then sitting around doing nothing. Called him up, and I was like, "Let's give it a shot," and then kind of just taken off from there.
What does one need to be a top model, and is it as glamorous as it seems?
It's a tough industry, a lot of criticism constantly. You have to look your best all the time. It's never easy to be criticized all the time. It's part of the job description, you know. You have to be able to do that.
Would you classify yourself as a metrosexual man?
I like to take care of myself. I like to look good. Like, it's important as a guy to do that. So maybe I could classify myself as that.
You've landed the Hermes campaign. That's quite a big deal as a model.
Got the call from my agent when I was back in Cape Town, and he was like, "Listen, you're going." Flew to Milan, then drove into Lake Como. I was there for 3 days, amazing experience. They actually built a jetty in the water. It was incredible. I was on that for 3 days, waiting because there was a girl that was shooting with me. Mine was like three shots and I was done. It was incredible. Great crew, great photographer, an experience that I would cherish for the rest of my life. Amazing.
Can you tell us if you've worked with any top celebrities?
Yeah, recently actually. Taylor Swift, amazing girl. Great job too for Vanity Fair. Very amazing place where we shot. It was in a chateau 2 hours outside of Paris. The focus was on her, obviously, but we kind of saw ourselves together at the end of it, which was incredible. It was a good story.
Rob, how would you define what makes people African?
It's shown through our character and strength of people. We're very different to many people in Europe and everything. People are astonished because they think Africa is this very underdeveloped country, and in the recent years it's become a very powerful place because we've been subjected to so many hard times, and it's built in us from our parents and everything, and we developed this very strong being about us, and that just shows through everything. It's incredible. You know what, I'm African. It's who I am. I grew up this way. I can't say I'm anything else but African.
DJ Cleo, I think you've been taking some modeling tips there. You don't have to worry anymore, like this arm, that arm, one of the top international male models. And now your friends have left us, so it gives us some time to actually have a proper conversation. What would you say when we're speaking about women in general?
Yeah.
What makes an African woman a beautiful woman?
The more real she is, the better. I remember one time I had a very interesting discussion with someone, and she said to me, most men are liars, men are dogs. And my response to her was, but you guys lie too. And she asked me why, and I said, look, you lie with the makeup, you lie with your hair, you lie with the push-up bra, you know? And once all that is gone, what I see now as the real deal is actually not so real, you know what I mean? So for me, a woman that's real and doesn't lie to me with those things, perfect.
Well, on that note, I'm going to need some time to go take off all the makeup and the hair extensions and everything. After the break, we'll be chatting to Lunga Shabalala to find out what he finds sexy in a woman. Welcome back to Glambition, where we are definitely keeping all the women in South Africa very happy, because joining me now on set is Lunga Shabalala, who's, of course, one of the sexiest men in South Africa. And are you a metrosexual man?
I can't say that I'm a metrosexual. Guys, I went to an all-boys school, so some of my boys are watching like, guy, you've changed on us. But I do take care of myself, that's the thing, because you realize that for you to be appealing to the opposite sex, you have to kind of have some level of grooming. So it's just making sure your hair is on point, your skin is clear. Those small things here and there, you smell good. Actually, that should be top of the list. You smell good, then hair, then all the rest.
So take me through your grooming procedure. How do you become Lunga Shabalala every morning in front of that mirror?
Wake up in the morning, quick shower, 5 minutes in and out. My hair doesn't take that much maintenance. Then it's that whole routine of cleanse, tone, moisturize.
You actually do that?
Yeah. And I never used to. But what happened is, because of the work that we do, the whole makeup thing, your skin starts suffering, gets dehydrated and stuff like that. And I'm from Durban, so I'm used to moisture and stuff like that. Now I get up to Gauteng, and the air is dry, and my skin is dry all the time. So you try and compensate for that. Now I can safely say that I have a routine when it comes to skincare.
I think that does define you as a metrosexual man then, because all your guys from your all-boys school are going, he does all of that.
He does that now?
He does all of that
What happened to the dude who just used to wake up and go, oh, well, let's see what you're doing today?
Well, there you have it. Even our sports heroes these days have to really take care of how they look, because we've heard now from the sexiest man in South Africa, the women are watching.
The advice that I would give to people out there is never judge the book by its cover. Usually, I never do pedicures and manicures. I mean, it's a different feel. I didn't know how it felt because a lot of people have been telling me about it. I think a lot of things have changed. I mean, you have to look presentable and good. You always want to dress to impress the ladies, and you want to dress to impress the sponsors. And just nowadays, like I said, I mean, there are a lot of big companies that are looking to endorse their brands and to associate themselves with people or sportsmen and women who does well in their field. Not only as a sportsman, people nowadays, they look you as an icon. You really have to look after yourself because people want you to take their brands to another level. Like now, as you can see, I'm at the spa doing pedicure and manicure. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't taking good care of myself. I mean, I present myself well in public. I think for most of us as sportsmen, it's really touching knowing that you touch other people's lives. I mean, for us, that's what I'm saying, we don't want to be looked at as sportsmen or people who just go out there and kick the ball. We want to be looked at people who are adding values in other people's lives. I mean, people who usually judge other people, I think they should also try what other people try. The advice that I would give to people out there is never judge the book by its cover. But I came here with the negative mind that I wouldn't enjoy it at all because I think things like this are meant for women. But now that I'm here, experiencing it. I mean, after today, I think I'll have to make it once or twice in a month because I'm feeling great right now.
In studio now, we have Lulo Cafe, who's going to share his thoughts. I mean, top DJ, music man, producer, and also all-round metrosexual man, would you say? Would you define yourself as that?
I don't know.
You look after yourself.
I do.
That is, firstly, that is a rocking shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See? Very metrosexual.
He actually takes care of these details. So you would define yourself as that?
One needs to do that, I guess, even if it's not really someone who's in the public eye or whatever. I mean, image really works for you before you even utter a word. So, you know, it is important.
Do you sometimes find yourself delving into the missus' like vanity case and using some of whatever you find in the vanity case?
I guess it'll be recommended.
Yes.
Okay, use this. You use it once, you're like, okay, it doesn't feel that bad, you know? Next time again, you ask for it. Where's that stuff?
So it does start becoming a habit. A lot of the women have been asking, what do guys define as a beautiful African woman?
Besides the obvious physical, because I mean, let's
Spell
be
it out
honest.
for me. What's the obvious physical?
The obvious physical, it's a very, like, thickish body.
You like thick?
Yeah, I won't lie. But long, tallish as well, tallish. You gotta be a little taller, you know. And then obviously it rolls over to personality and how you conduct yourself and how you treat a man.
But a man has to be a man.
At the end of the day, you have to be the head of the household.
Because I was actually talking to a couple of my friends, foreigners, and they say to me that the one thing that African women have, especially South African women, is they can command power, but at the same time they're nurturing. It's something that you don't get in the States or in Europe, where you can come across as powerful and independent, but at the same time you can also be that person who, when I'm talking to you, I need a shoulder to cry on. You're there, you're nurturing, like it's going to be okay.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for sharing your input with us. For more on African beauty, join us again next week on Glambition.